What is up, guys? It's me, TheGamingD, and welcome back to another video. Guys, in today's video we are going to be doing another game review. I have not done one of these in a few months. I'd say maybe 6 months. It's been quite some time, but I have been playing a lot of games that have been coming out, but this one I have wanted to make a game review on because I just really enjoyed it, and it is the game World War Z. It came out not too long ago, I'd say maybe a week or two ago, and I've just enjoyed the hell out of it, and I just wanted to tell you what I think of the game. So how my game reviews work, if you've never seen any of them, if you haven't, go ahead onto my channel and you can check out the playlist for all of my game reviews that I have done. But with all of them, I always do things that I like and then things that I dislike about the game, and yeah, that's basically how I do it. If you do enjoy it, please leave a like, tell me your opinions on the game if you've played it in the comments down below, and yeah, so let's get right into this with the things that I like about the game. So first of all, I just want to say this game is amazing. Just the way that it is put together and just how they did it is just flat out amazing. They did such a very good job on this for the type of game that it is, and it's just very enjoyable. So in the story, there's 16 characters that you can pick from, and all of the characters that you can choose from, each of them have a specific backstory to them, and you can literally watch it and listen to their backstory as they talk about it. And it's very cool. It's very, unique on how they did that, and gave a little background to each individual character, so I like that very much. Now with the story, you have an option to play online or offline. When you play online, you can play with up to 3 other people, whether they're friends or just random people in general, or if you want to do solo, you'll be playing with 3 NPCs. So if you're a solo type of guy and you don't really play with anyone or don't want to deal with these randoms being stupid, you do have the option to play with just computers. But if you are a guy that loves multiplayer and would like to have, friends join you like I did, or you could have just random people join, yeah, you also have that option, which is very nice. Now in the story, it brings you to battles in 4 different places: New York, Jerusalem, Moscow, and Tokyo, and in each of those there is so many different unique situations that you have to fight through. Like, for example, in New York, you're fighting in the subways, and then you go all the way to Japan and you're just fighting off hordes and hordes of zombies that are just coming straight through Tokyo. And so it's really cool how they brought all these different places to this game. Each mission has different objectives. In New York, you're basically just trying to get out of the city and away from all the madness. In Jerusalem, you're trying to save a scientist that can possibly maybe cure this whole disease that's going on. And then if you go to Japan, fighting with the military to try to get the last of the civilians onto a cruise ship in Tokyo. So it's very cool how each place you go to and each mission you're doing something completely different, and it's just amazing. So also in the story, there's 6 different classes you can pick from, and each class has 30 perks that you can unlock through playing the story and getting these specific points. And with those points, you can choose to unlock 12 of the perks at once and use them all at the same time, which is just amazing. I love the fact that it gives you the option to have 12 perks, 12, you can basically have 12 different play styles with 6 different classes. Now every gun in the story mode does have different versions of it. It's kind of like if you think of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, they have all these different types of guns in the supply drops, but on here you do, with the points that you do unlock through playing the story and just playing the game in general, you can unlock these different versions of the guns that will give you different stats. So if you like, for example, I really enjoy using like the version of the AK-47 that they have in there, and I have the option to pick from all of these different versions of the gun to fit with my play style. So it's very cool on how they did that, and I like it a lot. And lastly, for the story, there are 5 different difficulties that you can play from, ranging from easy all the way to insane. And guys, insane is crazy. I tried it with D-Baller XX and Jacob from my videos, and man, instantly we got mauled and destroyed. Like, it's very hard on insane. Like, it's crazy. I'd recommend, if you want to play it and enjoy it and not go down every 5 seconds. I really recommend playing on either easy or normal. Anything else, man, that's really hard. Now, getting into the multiplayer, there's 10 different classes you can pick from, kind of like in the story mode, and each class has specific guns and equipment with it. Out of all the 10 classes, there are specific guns that you can't really change from them. They're just automatic and you have to use those, but it gives you 10 different, class types that you could play as, so you can really pick a class depending on the gun that is in it, and it also gives you a lot of variety. Now, just like in the story mode, the multiplayer does have different perks for each class. This one, in the multiplayer, it does have 12 different perks, but you can pick 4 of them to be active all at once, which is really cool. I like how they kind of do a certain percentage out of the total amount of perks that you can have active at all times. Now, there's 5 different multiplayer game modes that you can pick from. We got Swarm Domination, King of the Hill, Swarm Deathmatch, Savage Raid, and we also have the final one, Vaccine Hunt. So you can do a lot of things. So you basically got Domination, Team Deathmatch. I'd say maybe Conquest, kind of, in a way. Yeah, it's very cool how they have all these different game modes in here. Now, in every game that you play in multiplayer, there is a mixture of zombies and players, which is freaking really cool. You'll be, for example, I play a lot of the either King of the Hill or the Swarm Domination, and in either of them, waves come at you guys. You're basically fighting against actual people, and then at some point during the game, you're gonna end up fighting against people and zombies. So you could be getting mauled, and all of a sudden a guy comes up and kills you. It honestly sucks, but at the same time, it's really cool. It's really cool how they added that into multiplayer and made it run very well. Like, you do not lag at all in the multiplayer, which is very nice. And lastly, for the things that I like about this game, there are 0 microtransactions. Now, basically, in every game that has came out in the past, I'd say maybe 5 years, there has been some sort of microtransaction, whether it's you gotta, pay to get certain guns, you gotta, pay to get certain clothings. It's stupid. It's really dumb how the gaming industry has been doing this. But in this game, they did it very well. The points that you do have in the game that you have to buy things and upgrade things, you earned them by playing the game. When you play a multiplayer game, let's say you win it, you could get between 50, no, I'd say maybe 25 and like 250 points per game. Now, with that, you can upgrade to get 1 perk. You could get 1 perk with 250. You could, save up for 4 games, and you could get the maxed out version of a gun, for 1,000 points. You can do a lot with these points in this game, and you do not have to pay a single dollar for it, which is the best part about this game. It's just, they did it very well. Now, enough with the things that I liked about this game. Let's get on to the things that I disliked about this game. Now, when the game first came out, the character audio is so bad. Like, it's still pretty bad, but I think I've gotten used to it. But it's just so bad. It literally sounds like they recorded it talking through like a soda can. Like, it just sounds very bad quality. And it's just so bad in general. And also, they at some points, zombies, you'll hear zombie sounds when there's no zombie around you. It's the audio they did not do very well on, and they didn't perfect it before they released the game. But most games do have that problem at launch. Now, in the later missions of the game, it can get a little bit laggy. So, for example, in Japan, you can get a little bit laggy because more zombies start appearing, and if you're all killing them off all at once and you're all moving around, throwing grenades and stuff, it can get pretty laggy on console. I don't know about PC, but yeah, it does get laggy at some points, but the lag does not last very long. It just, just little bursts of it at a time. Now, with the multiplayer, I did talk about how you do have these classes that you can select from, but you cannot customize your loadouts in the game at all. So if you wanted to use a grenade, a rocket launcher, a AK-47, and a shotgun, you can't use that. You have to pick from the selected classes that they do have on there, and if you want a gun, you can possibly pick one up in the game that someone has dropped, or if you randomly find it on the map. But yeah, that's that was very disappointing that you can't customize your own classes on there. Now, for some reason in this game, you can hear game chat when you're in a party. So I play on the PS4, and when I was playing this game, I was always in a party, and I was playing with D-Baller XX, and we literally are playing the story with two random people, and one guy's just sitting there talking, and we can hear them. And then when we go out of party mode, or like if I went out and Devin stayed in the party, I would be talking in game to the guy, and he could hear me. And that's not normally how it works. Normally when you know, are in a party, you're in a party and you can't hear anyone from the game. If they, you know, wanted to add this feature into the game, then they should have made it so you could kind of talk back and forth if you're in a party. You could also get out of the party to do that at the same time. But yeah, I think that's kind of weird. I don't really like, you know, having a conversation and then just hearing some random talking in game. It's it's very weird. And lastly, for the things that I did dislike about this game, for some reason, if you did score like a lot of points, for example, if you score 20 plus kills on the line, or even, you know, get close to like 800 zombie kills in the story, for some reason your game just crashes. It does not let you score any points at all. So I was playing this the last mission in Tokyo with two people and a random, and we literally were just like, you know what, it's the last mission, you know, might as well, you know, get as many kills as you can and, you know, just have fun with it. So we're just lighting these zombies up. We're like, I think I had close to like 800 kills, and we maybe were in there for like an extra 10 minutes after the mission was supposed to end. And for some reason, once we finally were like, okay, get to the checkpoint, we got there, and while it was loading up, there was a big explosion on the screen, and all three of our games crashed. It was stupid. It was very dumb. We didn't, for some reason, with that mission, we did not lose the progress. Online, you will lose your XP, but for some reason in the story, you won't. You'll get it somehow. But I don't think this game should be crashing when we're literally taking maybe an extra 10 minutes to, you know, play the story and enjoy it. Yeah, they should really fix that. It was a real bummer, and we had to just quickly do like a little run through of it again to finally see the final cutscene. And yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. I didn't like doing that, but you know, what can you do? It's a newer game, and it's not made by the like a giant team of people either. So yeah, for what it was, it was pretty good. But yeah, guys, that was basically it. That was my game review on World War Z, the game. If you guys have any questions about the game, you know, go ahead and tell me in the comments down below, or you can go into my Discord and we can talk about it on there. If you want to know anything else about the game, just again let me know. But yeah, this was a pretty good game. I think out of a ranking of 10, and out of the enjoyment of it, including the multiplayer and the story together, I would probably rate this game maybe a 7.5. Story was very fun, very fun. It does have its flaws, as I've told you, but overall, it's a pretty good game. There are things that they could improve in just like small updates, but other than that, man, it was a pretty good game and I enjoyed it. It's definitely worth the $40 price range. It's just, you know, they priced it very well. They didn't go over too much on what they should have. They shouldn't have gone, you know, the $60 range like most games. They stayed at the steady 40 for a small, you know, game, and I like it a lot. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.